This episode is sponsored by Julie's hairdresser. It is really, I think, what did you do today? Who did you hire? Did you pay them already? Is
You're
it
so funny.
who did your hair?
Me?
You? It look, can you give us a little shimmy like this?
Who, me? Who is she?
Wow. It
Oh,
looks
thank
great.
you.
Yeah. Where are
Thanks.
you going?
Literally nowhere.
Uh-huh. Okay, the makeup looks wonderful too.
Thanks. I literally did it within the last 40 minutes.
Wow. It looks great.
Thank you, Adrian. You look
When
great too. Yellow is your color.
Oh, thank you so much. I went to go get a haircut last maybe where did I go? Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday? I think Tuesday.
Mm,
Yeah.
looks
Thank you.
great.
I'm wearing my Alabama Shakes t-shirt. Let me not raise it
Nice.
too high. Alabama Shakes. Okay, there we
Nice.
go. Yeah. Love Alabama Shakes. You know, I went to go see
I
Alabama Shakes like 5 times live.
I love that.
Yeah, and then they broke up. Um, the first time I
Because you
saw
went
them,
to go see them or
probably the first
okay.
time I saw them was at Outside Lands in San Francisco in 2012, 2011. I don't
500 years ago.
remember. I think 2012. And and then I went with two friends to go to Outside Lands, came back, and then they were going to be in Pomona,
Mm.
California, a couple days later, and then me and Jaime went to go see them. And that was Jaime
Oh,
and I's first concert.
how sweet.
Then we became friends.
I love that.
Yeah. Anyways,
Nice.
welcome to You, Me, and Chisme, your number one source for Chisme on the internet. We've already learned so much today. Wow. Oh my gosh.
You're
Uh,
welcome, everyone.
Adrian and Julie here. Julie. How are you, Julie?
I am well. How are you?
I'm good. You're wearing your Jeff Probst shirt today?
Yes, I am.
Yes, you
Yes, I
are.
am.
Look at that man.
I love it.
Okay, great. What do you have to tell us today, Julie? Tell the class. Do you have anything?
Um, what do I have to tell you? I mean, not a lot. Things have been fairly cal- Why are you looking at me like that?
Living at home. How's living at home going?
It's still going great.
Okay. Ooh, how are you?
It's
Do you feel like you're like, oh, I could buy this right now, you know? You do. Okay.
I feel like it's all right. This is what it is.
Uh-huh. Can I ask you a personal question and you can say
Always,
no?
always. No,
How much
always.
how much money in rent were you paying?
1400.
Just you or between you and your roommate?
Just me.
You were paying 1,400?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you were sharing an apartment. Wait, so how much the total was what for that apartment? And did
28.
you 28? Okay, I'm not gonna say where you lived, but that's how much they were charging there.
Yeah. Here's the thing, area, you're right by all the aerospace. You're right by freeways. Condo, not apartment.
Wait,
Parking.
that's a condo that
Yeah,
you
it
were
was a
in?
condo.
And you and your roommate split it down the middle.
Yeah,
Every month you paid $1,400?
every single month. Yeah.
Well, no wonder you didn't go out. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, and you still had money to survive? Like,
Barely, but I did.
and to pay your bills?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, not that. I mean, listen, I, you know, I'm gonna be paying. Yeah. I mean, yeah, but like,
It's all
wow.
downhill, babe.
Okay, so interesting. $1,400 for that condo. But
Yeah.
you, okay, interesting. Did most people own their condos there? Do you know? I don't know.
All of the condos are privately owned, but I think a lot of them get rented out. So a lot of the people are tenants.
So the people who own the building were renting it out to you, not somebody who owns the condo,
The
right?
person that owns that condo was renting it out to me.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Interesting. Did you ever talk to any of your neighbors to see how much they were paying?
I don't talk to new people.
No,
No.
no.
I mean, I knew I was getting gypped because, well, not me specifically, but I think just everyone in that building was getting charged a lot of money because they're
Uh-huh.
condos and whatever. And a lot
Uh-huh.
of the people in the building worked at aerospace companies. So they knew because of location, it was ideal. So anyway, but the building manager would tell us, well, the building manager didn't like my landlord, so the building manager would tell me everything. She's jipping you on this and she's jipping you on
Hmm.
that and she's doing this and she's doing that. Yeah. So it was
Wow.
fine. I mean, I really liked the place. I
Yeah, it was a
really
great place. It was a great
and it
place.
was very quiet and it was great and I got to do whatever I wanted. I had zero issues with anybody.
There was a snake running around one time, but
That was our fault though, so
for months,
that's
for
not really
months,
on anyone but
terrorizing
on
the
Candace and I.
building. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
terrorizing our apartment, to be clear,
So you
not the
admit the snake
building.
was a terrorist.
I would admit that the second she brought it into the house,
Uh-huh. Okay.
but who am I to deny Candace of her joy?
Yeah. Does she
Um,
take the snake to Ireland?
no, she couldn't.
Where's
Right,
the
it's a
snake
pet, there's
now?
paperwork. She gave it to a person who owned or sold it. I'm not sure, but it is now with another human that owned snakes, so they would be able to take care of Luca.
Got it. Luca. I hope they
Yeah.
didn't change Luca's name.
Yeah.
Hate for Luca to not answer.
Right. Right.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Look, everything is expensive though.
Everything is expensive. I will say though, I think 2,800 is a lot of money.
I also wasn't paying anything else though. I didn't
Oh,
pay
I see.
electricity and I
Okay.
didn't pay water. I didn't pay
Okay.
anything.
Okay. Okay. What did you pay for internet?
I mean, yeah, that's the only thing I paid for.
They could have
But
paid for the internet.
I mean, I split that with my roommate, but yeah, that's the only thing we paid for.
I still think it was overpriced. Yeah.
I mean, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of fascinated that you made that work. It's kind of sexy, actually. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you're like, you know, eating sopa de agua every day, but like,
No,
okay, yeah.
I probably should have been. I was like sushi tonight or yeah, no.
You're a big sushi girly, yeah?
I love
Yeah,
sushi.
you are. Every time I'm like, what are you gonna get for dinner? You're like, sushi.
I
And I'm
love
like, fuck
sushi.
yeah, Julie. Okay, wait. You're kind of hot, Julie. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. From a straight man. But you know what? This is fine.
Wait, coming from who? You called me a straight man?
I said I would love to hear those
Oh,
words from a straight man,
got
but
it.
hearing them from you is okay too.
Okay.
I'll take it, accept it.
Okay. Let's say that
Uh-huh.
you let's say that you save $800 a month.
Right.
Let's say that.
It's also pushing it at this point.
Oh, your parents are milking you?
Sophia is milking me for all her
Oh,
worth.
the
I
niece.
bought the girl
Uh-huh.
an $100 dog stroller.
100, Julie. I mean,
She saw it at the store. She wanted it. What was I to do?
say no.
Oh, interesting.
You
I'll try
know,
that next time.
your parenting style is a lot like Kim Kardashian's parenting style.
Absolutely not. I'll tell you why. How dare you? I tell
Oh, you
I
know that about Kim Kardashian.
if anything, I got the clip on TikTok.
Uh-huh.
If anything, I'm the one that is constantly telling my niece no. So much
Uh-huh.
so that she's like, I'm gonna go to my grandma. She
Uh-huh.
doesn't come to me for things anymore, but she knows to come to me for the big ticket items. And
Uh-huh.
she comes to them once every 3 months or something, so that
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I haven't bought her something for so long. Okay, I will buy her this thing, right? So no,
Mm-hmm.
she already knows that I'm the no queen.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do want to teach her because my mom does buy her everything. Sophia, my mom buys everything Sophia touches
Mm-hmm.
at a store. If we're at a store, she's like, I like this. My mom's like, put it in the cart. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
you can't teach Sophia this, please.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're trying to learn how like the one big argument Sophia and I have gotten into an argument, it was last year. Oh no, it was earlier this year. We got
You're
like
fighting
in a legitimate, I'm very upset and frustrated with you, and I
with
can't even look at you right now.
a 7-year-old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she wanted to go to the movies.
Uh-huh.
She wanted to go to the movies. She wanted to go to the movies so bad. Spoke to her multiple times. I'm like, "Are you sure you want to go to the movies? I want to go to the movies." Get the snacks. Get that. We sit down. Movie starting. She's, by the way, finished the snacks right away. Movie's 5 minutes in, and she's like really like moving around a lot and like not sitting still. And I'm like, what is going on? I want to go home.
She had to use the potty.
No, no, no. She
Oh.
wanted a nap. And I said, what do you mean? So we end up leaving because I was
What
like,
movie was it?
it was the Taylor Swift movie that
Oh
she wanted to
no.
see. Multiple reasons I was frustrated. One, I had already seen the movie, and now
Uh-huh.
I don't like to see a movie twice. Not in
Uh-huh.
the theater. You're gonna make me pay twice. No, no, no.
Uh-huh.
In the on the drive, and I'm very frustrated. I was like deranged. I was so angry with her, and
Mm-hmm.
we had this very long conversation about what it takes for me to take her to the movies. I mean, it doesn't take, but in the
Uh-huh.
mind
No,
of a
yeah.
kid,
Absolutely.
there's time,
There's
there's
money.
money, there's patience, a lot of money. And
A
I
lot of money.
literally wrote down, this is how much your snacks were. This is how
You
much the
did
ticket.
not.
1000%. She needs to understand that money doesn't grow on trees.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And so I told her, I was like, my time is precious. I could have spent this time doing anything else for grandma, for grandpa, for myself. Like, and money, I can't just spend whatever you want, not think about the consequences of it. I mean, I got a refund, but I didn't tell her that.
Uh-huh.
And now, if she asks for things, she always tells me, she's like, I know that you had to work for your money. So can you get like, and every time she's
Uh-huh.
like, don't go to work today. I'm like, how am I supposed to buy you things if I
Uh-huh.
don't go to work? Work gives me money. I
Uh-huh.
spend my money on you and grandma and grandpa and stuff. And so she's understanding the power of money and the power of time and patience and like investing your time on a experience or adventure or whatever. This isn't a thing that we can just come and like, no, I don't want to do it anymore, actually.
Uh-huh.
We blocked off an entire day for this.
Oh
So yeah, it
wow.
was a one and all, and I was very, very angry with her. And I was like, I can't even look at you. And I was like, you have shown me today that you are very ungrateful. Like, I'm very frustrated by this behavior. I didn't think you were this type of person. So I hope that you reflect on the things that I'm telling you and you never do this to me again.
Oh my
And she's never
gosh.
done it to me again.
Wow, you would be such a
Kim
great parent.
Kardashian could never.
Kim Kardashian can, but Chloe could.
Chloe could. Chloe could. Chloe could.
So
But
you
Kim,
would align more yourself with the Chloe type of parental approach.
I mean, Chloe seems to really love Dream. So I feel like, yes.
And so she likes to stick to a schedule. So Kim
I'm
was making fun of her because, the kids like a routine. She
yeah.
likes to check in with her kids. She
Yeah.
likes to, um, the kids thrive off of there being some normalcy and routine in their lives.
Right. I don't. schedule, not so much, but like time. Like a kid needs to understand the time you are putting into something so that they can really appreciate what you're doing for them. Because then it really does feel easy to them.
Mm,
You know, it feels
mhm,
like, okay, why couldn't you do that? I mean, it's
mhm,
nothing. So when you tell them no, they really understand where the no is coming from.
mhm,
So when I tell her no on like toys, or sometimes she literally wants to buy something for the sake of buying it.
mhm,
And it's really her understanding, like, we don't just buy things because you want to go home with something, with a new
mhm,
thing. You know, you have markers already that you can color with. How about when you run out of marker? You know, all of these things. And I mean, when she goes on Amazon, I make sure that she looks at the price and when she
mm,
picks out stuff. And I'm like, okay, you know, and I'm teaching her, like, if I'm giving you $20 to buy, you have to account for taxes and you have to account for all of the extra things. So if I'm giving you 20, you have to pick something that's less than $20. So she has to understand that things don't just, because grandma's very much teaching her that
mm.
if you
It's
touch
always
something,
grandma, huh?
if you touch something, it's yours. And
Uh-huh.
so I'm trying to reverse all of that and be like,
Mhm,
okay, be aware. And so she'll be like, don't go to work today. And then like in a second, she'll be like, oh, but then you won't have money. I'm like, exactly. Then we won't be able to eat. I won't get you McDonald's. I can't get you this. Da, da, da. And I mean, even when I do, I'm very open about being like, this week, there's no money for that. There's no
mm,
money for that this week.
mhm,
And she'll be like, okay, maybe next week. So she
mhm,
understands one paychecks, and like sometimes you run out of money, girly. There's nothing we can do
mhm.
about it. And she has to just get it because like I don't know. I mean, I talk to her a lot about like kids come to the store all the time and don't get nothing for
Mhm.
months. For months, they're getting no toys, no nothing. They go home with things that they want and they're never going to be able to get. Like you're very lucky. So but she's also very grateful. Like she'll thank grandma 10 times I mean, she thanked me like 30 times for that stroller that I got her. She's very appreciative of the things that she gets. She's learning the value of time and money.
You're raising such a responsible adult. What is
We'll
something that
see.
what did you ask your parents for when you were younger? Like, do you remember what did you want to buy games? Did you want to buy I don't know. What was it that you were buying? Markers?
Um, you know, books.
Mm,
I got a lot of books, like when DVDs were a thing. Like I remember one year. Okay, so my mom hasn't only been like this with Sophia, to be clear.
hmm.
She was like that, like with on my birthdays, I would give her like a page-long list of things that I
And she would
wanted.
get you all of them?
She would get every single one. Or
Wow.
she would like disperse the list with family and be like, this is what you're gonna get, or this is what, so that I would
Uh-huh.
get
Oh,
everything
yeah.
on that
That
list.
makes sense.
So when DVDs were a thing, I would ask her for like every single movie that I wanted.
Along came Polly.
Bring It On,
Oh, bring it on. Okay.
Titanic,
Uh-huh.
Crossroads,
Uh-huh. Yes.
the literally every Friends DVD that she could find.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I mean, she got me and everything and anything that I
Mm-hmm.
wanted. But yeah, I mean, my thing was always like entertainment stuff, like CDs and
Mm-hmm.
movies and things
Yeah.
to keep me busy, books and stuff. What about
Yeah.
you?
I don't I would say the same, like CDs mostly.
Mm,
I wasn't really buying movies, I don't think. But I also like I wasn't into video games, so I didn't do any of that. I don't
mm.
really remember asking for toys. I don't really
Yeah,
I don't really remember playing with toys a lot. I mean, I'm sure I did, but like
yeah,
I don't I don't really remember. But as of when, once I became of consciousness, I think it was definitely like CDs, an
yeah.
MP3 player. I got an
Mm,
MP3 player. There was a Sony store at the Lake Elsinore outlets, and we went in there and they had this cute little, it was tiny MP3 player where you can
mm.
upload like, I don't know, 6 albums or something. Um, oh
What a
my,
time to be alive.
oh my gosh. Oh my God. Let me tell
What's
you
the
something.
first piece of media that you got? Like, did you ever get cassettes?
I don't think I got cassettes.
I
I
got
don't remember.
cassette.
I don't
The
think so.
first piece
I
of
don't remember.
music that I got was like a cassette of Faye. She's a Latina,
Uh-huh.
a Mexican singer, a Faye of her album. She was like wearing this like silver outfit on it, and it was a little cassette, and I played that shit out.
Wow.
Played it out.
I don't remember using cassettes. I did have for a birthday, I remember I got a TV that was big.
Mm.
It was a
Yeah.
white TV, major.
Wow.
And it wasn't flat screen at that time. Um I remember getting a like a boombox, like a radio
Hmm.
system. I remember those two. Oh, do you remember getting a Pirates of the Caribbean DVD at one point?
Ooh.
I did
I
like
love
that
it.
movie. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Hmm.
dig it.
Now, I'd be lucky if I get anything.
Now we buy our own. I actually can't even say that. My mom still buys me
I'm
presents,
sure she
but
does. I'm sure
yeah,
she does.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Okay.
Excellent. Wow. I mean, parenting advice from two non-parents. What
Don't
else
listen
could
to
you
anything. Don't listen to anything we're doing. Please do your
what
own
else could
thing.
you ask for? Okay, great. Thanks, Julie.
Thank
Um,
you.
are you in love this week?
No,
No.
I'm not talking to anybody.
Not talking to anybody.
Nobody.
Do you want to?
Dry Sahara.
Sahara.
Do I
Sahara.
want to? Sometimes I do.
Mm.
It's the board is what gets me.
Wait,
My
what do you mean
mind,
the bored? Like you're the
like,
boredom?
yeah, like when I get bored
Oh,
is when I'm like, I get angsty. I get like, I want to talk to somebody.
how
And
often would you say that you get bored?
not often this past week, not often. Maybe
Mm.
twice have
Hmm.
I been like, I could text somebody. I could cause some chaos.
Okay. I don't know if okay, this is a great point because I don't know if what I don't do I get bored? This is a
Interesting.
serious question that I'm asking myself.
Right.
Do I get bored? I don't know. I don't
I
know.
love that.
Because like I don't mind sitting, see this is my bed
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there. I don't mind sitting there, like on my phone watching something.
It's never what I'm realizing?
Huh.
It's the car and it's traffic.
That's when you get bored.
I'm sitting in my car and maybe the music isn't keeping my entire attention. My mind roams and I start thinking and I start being like, could I text him? Should I text him
While you're driving, Julie.
while I'm driving? I mean, I don't text it, but I do the thinking of, should I? Could I? Like, and then I go through all the scenarios. If I did this, what would happen if I did that? So I feel like, I mean, I was just talking to, I saw Angie yesterday. I was just talking to Angie about this.
Hi, Angie.
Hi, producer Angie. And I was telling her, I was like, the problem is traffic and sitting in my car. Before, I was two street lights away from my house. I had no time to think.
Mm, mm,
Now I'm sitting in traffic and I'm like, I should text him.
mm.
What? And I will easily convince myself. I've been really good at like distract, and I'll think of something else. So I'm hoping that that sticks, but I could easily convince myself.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know. I find that very interesting, actually, because
Feels a little judgmental, but it's
no, no,
okay.
no, no. Are you bored or are you just looking to create some kind of chaos?
I think it comes from boredom though.
Hmm.
I think both things are true.
What do you feel when you're bored? What is it that goes through your mind? Are you like, I need
It's
to
like
do something?
angsty. Yeah. Like I get
Uh,
like I need to do something right in this moment.
but not necessarily like go somewhere and do something.
No, because
It's more so
I'm
like
going
occupy your
somewhere.
minds with
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Could you be trying to occupy your mind to be able to not think about other things that you may not want to be thinking
No,
about? No. Okay. Okay.
no.
Just wanted to check in. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Um, I'm just these are new feelings I'm discovering, new things about
Interesting.
myself. Me and traffic have not been acquainted for a while, so we're learning new things about each other.
And could you listen to something instead? What are you
No, no, no.
listening to
I
podcasts?
have I
Uh,
have the things on. I
uh,
just feel like um my murder podcasts are not podcasting the way that they used to.
mm,
And it just doesn't keep my attention. I feel like I haven't, I mean, Chapel, great, was a great
uh-huh,
time. But now I have worn that shit out.
uh-huh.
I know every single song. So I feel like nothing's keeping my attention. I get very chaotic with a quiet mind,
Mm,
you know? Because it's not happening. I mean, it happens sometimes a little bit at work. Like if things get a little quiet and I'm not really working on something, I'll be like, should I text him?
mm,
But at work, it's like it passes quickly because you're doing stuff all the time. At home, never. I don't think about it.
mm.
I don't think about it ever. It's really the car. It's sitting in traffic. Those 30
Do
minutes.
you talk to people on the phone when you're in the car?
No,
No, you don't like to talk on the phone.
no, I don't love it.
Interesting. You should try calling people on the phone.
Who am I gonna call?
You could call me.
I mean, you're at work though.
What time do you leave work?
I leave work at 3:30.
Wow. Must be nice.
And I go to work at 4 o'clock 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
So
that's rough.
should I
Um,
wake you up or
no.
okay.
God, no. I won't. Like it could be ringing and I literally won't. Um, I have had feelings of boredom,
Okay.
but more in a general kind of overall sense.
Okay.
Um, of like, but since the pandemic, like nothing's really happened.
Yeah.
I'm in the same job. I haven't really met anybody new
Yeah.
in that kind of sense, like yes,
Mm.
I'm bored because I was
I
trying to figure out, am I boring or am I
uh,
bored? Ah, that's what I was trying
interesting.
to figure out. Um, I think I think there's a case to be made for both sides, if I'm
Okay.
being honest. More so though, I was bored with
Yeah.
life and not
Yeah.
so much I'm boring, but I can be a little boring sometimes. Um,
I would
and
never consider you to be a boring person.
thank you. I appreciate that. I think I mean that more so in the sense of like, I don't want to talk about this. so, so I won't, you know, I have nothing to say.
I love that. No, I love
Um,
that.
anyways, but yeah, I mean, boredom.
But I think that says a lot about perspective too, because I think of those feelings with myself of like a pandemic time and kind of just feeling stagnant. And I don't put boredom into those feelings. I put like, I don't even know what word I would use, but it's like, um, I don't know what word it is, but it's not boredom. It's like stagnant or failure. Like I think of failure when I think of that. Like you've accomplished nothing, you've done nothing, you're still sitting here talking to the same people, doing the same stuff. Like, and
Oh,
I put
interesting.
negative connotation. So I think it's so interesting to see the way that people view the same exact situation because well, one, we've established I'm a very negative person. We're working on it. I'm a very negative person. So I think of the last 4 years of like still surrounded by the same people, doing the same thing, kind of the same place where you've been at. And I think you're a fucking loser. You haven't
Interesting.
grown at all. I don't think of boredom. And I think that is a great way to look at it.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I wasn't thinking about failures at all. I was just,
I love
because
that.
I was just thinking like, I haven't, like nothing's really happened.
Yeah,
We had to get locked down for 2 years, and then
right.
I don't like getting sick. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't want it, you know? Don't want it.
Yeah.
Um, and so like I want to try to avoid all of that. But yeah, so like, I don't know. I just felt like there was a certain part of life where there were so many things happening,
Yeah.
and then it slowed down, and then it never
Right.
got back up to the speed where it was.
Right.
And then I think there was a sense of just general boredom,
Mm,
but I also wasn't upset that like but in a day-to-day kind of life, I don't
hmm.
feel bored.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah. Well, I think we can all clearly see who's healthy here and who isn't just by literally this conversation. And you know what? I truly do love that for you. I do.
I- well, but I did have to think through and talk through, am I boring? Because those were thoughts in
Sure.
my mind.
Sure.
So it wasn't like I was, completely um all of a sudden just had this realization.
Yeah.
I really am like, okay, am I boring to people?
Right.
Um and so yeah, you know, kind of had to come to a realization that I wasn't necessarily boring.
Yeah.
Although I will say I don't think I'm the most thrilling person in the world.
Who the fuck
But
is
those people
though?
are exhausting.
I mean,
So I wouldn't
friends.
want to be.
Friends, no. No,
Yeah.
no, no. I'm not your clown.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope that song isn't copyrighted.
Let's hope not.
Um, okay, well, okay, look. Just two bored girlies.
One
I
healthy,
f-
one not.
forgot how we got on this subject. What were
I
we
don't
talking
know.
about?
I don't know.
Interesting.
Dating.
Oh, dating. Oh my gosh.
So no, I'm not. What about
Okay.
you?
I'm not dating anyone. Um, I'm
Yeah,
thinking about deleting the apps. I say that every other month, but
same.
um, I just feel like there really isn't a lot out there.
Yeah,
I may need to talk to somebody, but I could talk to my therapist about this, but I get really quick icks from people. And I don't
yes.
I think that that is I think that that could be bad. I think that that
Yeah,
could be bad because I get like even just really small things, and I'm like, oh. And I think that's kind of mean and rude a little bit. I don't mean I'm not telling these people these things, but it just
yeah,
makes me feel a little kind of like you don't even know this person. Like, why would you? Why, like, what if this person is really nice and incredible and blah, 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 blah. But then, like, I like look at their Instagram and I'm like, mm. I mean, and probably
yeah.
people probably do the same thing about me.
Sure.
But what is this obsession that we have with icking people so quickly? Is it because we can just go to another app and find somebody else? Maybe. There's like
Maybe.
options options on your phone are so um endless in a way.
Yeah.
Uh so I would like to meet somebody in the wild, out in real life,
Mm.
but that sounds difficult to do as well
You
because
know, to make you feel better,
I don't need, yeah, okay.
I've never pushed through an ick and felt good about it.
Okay.
I've always pushed through an ick and been like, there was a reason for that.
Uh-huh.
So I think the chances of you fully getting along with someone and like finding them great are so slim. Not you, just humans in general.
Uh-huh.
Like the people you connect with are so minimal. And we come across so many people.
Uh-huh.
It makes sense that you are going through the motions of people that just you're not going to vibe with.
Mhm.
I I'm trying to change my perspective on dating. Ever since I heard Trixie, literally, I love her, say in a video, she was talking about how they were talking about Love Island. They were reacting to Love Island. Nope.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Love Island? One of those dating shows
Uh-huh.
on Love is Blind on
Uh-huh.
Netflix with their
Uh-huh.
little YouTube show,
Uh-huh.
her and Katya. And Trixie was saying, she said, you know what? At the end of the day, dating is a numbers game. And
Uh-huh.
however you choose to bring up those numbers is completely valid. Whether you choose to speed date, go on the apps, go on these shows, whatever it is, like everything is valid because you're just bringing up your numbers to find your person because it is a numbers game. You have to meet tons of people to possibly meet the one human you're gonna vibe perfectly with. So I don't think there's any I feel like there's nothing wrong with being like I just got the X from like four guys in a row and it's the smallest thing, but like sometimes it is that small.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's very possible somebody's out there.
Sure,
Um, yeah, but
you're
who
still
knows?
holding out hope.
Yeah. I also just sometimes feel like, do I enjoy being alone too much? You
Mm.
know, not alone. Alone is the wrong word, but like not having to take somebody else into consideration
Yeah,
as through as the um as I move through life. You
yeah.
know, um, yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
I've been
Uh
thinking a lot about the Whoopi Goldberg and Law Roach's
huh.
of thinking in terms
Uh
of
huh.
romantic relationships and um about how sometimes like people are just not meant for
Uh
romantic
huh.
relationships and like
Uh
they
huh.
have love in abundance in so many other aspects of their life, but like romantic love is just not something that they want or feel that they need or feel pulled to, and they don't necessarily feel like they're missing anything. They have love in so many other ways. And maybe that's okay.
Maybe I do think that it helps that they're rich.
1000%.
You know,
1000%.
like they can
1000%.
buy whatever they want, they can occupy, they can live in
1000.
whatever house they want, they can occupy their
Yeah.
time however they want, they can pay for their friends to go on vacation with them, you know,
Hmm.
like I would imagine that that has a lot to do with it in a sense.
Sure.
Their lives are comfortable, they can provide things for other people,
Yeah.
um and so I think that there's probably a fulfillment that they get, you know?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, yeah. I don't know. Um it's hard to meet people online, I think. I think people but the other thing is like people make perceptions about other people
Yeah.
and then it's like that's not me. And then um and then that's it. You know,
Yeah.
I get perceived a lot, and so I just have to be like, "Mm, yeah, no, sorry,
Yeah.
whatever."
Dating is hard.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Listen, I'm not at home crying about it, to be honest with you,
Right. No, me neither.
because listen, it's so funny. Listen, I'd rather watch my shows by myself. You know.
I mean, that's the thing. We're gonna see each other again. We just saw each other. What do
Yeah,
you mean? I
yeah.
have yet to meet someone that I want to see twice in a week.
Mm. Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And why do they all live far away? I don't know.
Oh,
I should move.
yeah, yeah.
You know, I was thinking on my walk the other day, I was like, I should have moved to New York right after college.
Oh, I think about that all the time.
I really wanted to. I think I could have done well.
Yeah,
I think I'd be a different person.
1000%.
Um, but now it's a little too late. Now I'm not gonna move unless I'm like rich, you know, because I don't want to have to
Yeah,
struggle.
yeah,
Yeah. Anyways. Wow. Hmm.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, well, anything else you want to get off your chest?
Um, you know what? I have some air trapped in my esophagus.
What?
The other day I woke up with like a dire, okay, I'm being so serious. I got woke up with like dire need to burp,
Uh-huh.
but to the point of it being painful.
Uh-huh.
And I've been dealing with that for the last 3 days, and my lungs and my esophagus hurt. And I know what you're thinking. What? I don't get it either. But I was telling my mom about it. She's like, "Yeah, that happens." I'm like, "What do you mean?" Then I Googled it. That's the thing. It's like air gets trapped in your esophagus, and my lungs hurt. It hurts to like. I mean, it's better now, but the last 3 days, like to take a deep breath hurts. And if am drinking water and I swallow a lot, like try to take a big gulp, it hurts to like swallow.
Do you need to go to the doctor?
No, it's better now. I mean, it still feels weird,
What
but
is the remedy?
it just goes away.
And why what causes it?
I don't remember, but I don't know.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Um, hmm. You need to be careful.
So just FYI, guys, don't get air trapped in your esophagus.
You,
I know that sounds silly, but it really hurts.
I can imagine.
Yeah,
You listen, listen.
right. Tell me.
You want to know something I think about every day?
Always.
We're not getting any younger.
Oh, don't get me started. I've been thinking about that a lot lately.
We're not getting any younger, and
Yeah.
our bodies are going to start to fail us.
You know, there's something about your 30. There's something about when you're getting close to your mid, late 30s that your mortality, it's right
Well,
there.
I'm not feeling more, I'm not thinking about mortality yet, but
Oh, I do constantly.
I'm just thinking like, okay, like, in a couple years, well, in like, probably like 20 years, things are going to start to get a little real. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways, you should go check that out, I think, maybe. No?
I know. It'll be
Okay.
fine.
If there are any doctors in the house, let us know. I need to get
Let
a
us
new
know.
doctor.
Oh, me too.
My primary care started charging $500 a year to be a patient in the office, and I'm like, I'm not gonna pay you $500. You're out of your goddamn mind.
What is she doing? Miracle
He,
work? Yeah.
I
Of
don't know.
course it's a he.
I don't know. He hired two little TikTokers to be his assistants, and I guess
Okay,
he
that's
needs to
it.
pay for them.
You tell
Um,
Dr. Miami to get the fuck out of there. Who does he think he is?
Dr. V.
That's
Um,
wild.
but I realized that there's another doctor in the same suite that
Uh-huh.
he's in that I might try to go that I might try to move to if he accepts my insurance. But I'm not what I'm not pay $500 to be your pay $500 every year. Like what?
What if I don't get sick?
Well, you'd have to pay the $500.
Oh, no, no, no. No.
Yeah, if you live
That's
in LA
wild.
and you have a great primary care physician, let me know. Um, because I'm not gonna pay $500.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Anyways, okay. Well, thanks, Julie.
Thank you.
Guess what?
What?
It's time for the pop culture pop up. First up on the pop culture pop up, Chappell Roan. Chappell Roan. Chappell Roan said this on the comment section podcast. I've never heard of the comment section podcast, but they're getting Chappell Roan, so it must be okay.
It's great.
Uh,
It's with Drew.
who's Drew?
Drew Afualo.
I don't know who Drew is.
She like laughs at men on the
Oh,
internet. You know who Drew is.
I don't recognize her.
You don't?
No.
Oh, oh,
If it's
okay, I'm
not
sorry.
Teffy, I don't know who they are.
They're friends.
Oh, well, Teffy's never introduced me to her.
Okay.
Teffy, come on the pod. Here's the thing. this is what Chappell Roan said about
Mm-hmm.
industry plant allegations. Quote, people are so stupid online. This is my 10th year professionally. I was signed in high school in 2020. I ran out of money, moved back in with my parents, worked a drive through, got dropped by my label, broke up with someone I thought I was going to marry. And then I was like, I'm really going to do the pop thing. Here's why I wanted to bring this up.
Okay.
I'm annoyed.
Tell
I'm
me.
annoyed by the internet.
Mm.
Why is everyone an industry plant? Come
Ugh,
up with a
because
new
people are
allegation.
bored. People
They're
are
so
bored.
bored. Talk about boring people.
Yeah.
Um, like not everybody is an industry plant. At this point, anybody who gets any little bit of success is an industry plant. Stop living in your little conspiracy theories and come join us in the real world. Because I mean, sometimes people are just good at what they do and it hits at the right time. And like not everything is an industry plant. Not everything is fake. Some people work really, really hard. And I would assume that they're 11-year-olds at home click clacking on their little keyboards. Um, go outside, go clean
Yeah.
your room, go help your
Yeah.
parents make dinner, go do your homework, go volunteer, go do something, go watch TV. I don't
Yeah.
know. Go play a video
Yeah.
game. Get off the fucking internet. Oh my God, they're so annoying. And maybe they're 18, maybe they're 25. I don't know. Go get a
They probably
life.
are. They probably are. That's the fucking annoying part, is that they probably are a little fucking adults. You know what the problem is? Fandom
What?
culture. That's what the problem is. They have to create a stupid ass rumor that Chappell Roan is an industry plant, because then how else would you explain that she continues to take spots from Ariana Grande and Taylor Swift? It's so silly to me for many a reason. But also, okay, she's an industry plant. Now what?
Now what?
She's still making good music. Now what?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want me to do about it? Not listen to Pink Pony Club? It's a great song. I
Pink
mean,
Pony Club.
I don't understand. Like this industry plant and PR relationships, and like this entire idea around things that this is what it is. People who feel these, what do they call them?
I don't know.
Oh, I forgot the word for them. Oh, someone's screaming it. I know they are. These like when they make fake relationships with these celebrities and their brain, like Harry's my
Parasocial.
parasocial
Uh-huh.
humans that have parasocial relationships with celebrities that just cannot understand decisions that are being made or things that are happening outside of this parasocial relationship. So they have to come up with these ludicrous lies to make sense of a thing that they're seeing with their very own eyes. Like it's very clearly disconnect from reality,
Yeah.
and it's kind of scary because it's like massive.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of people are thinking this, and a lot of people put effort into these lies, and a lot of people, are like, this is a PR relationship, and this is this, and that is that, and whatever. It's a lot, but the industry plant specifically, I always find that rumor to be the funniest, because I'm like, okay, now, okay, and if she is what?
Mm.
Like, what are like, okay, and now what? Like, what is the point?
What is
We're
the
still
point?
gonna listen to the
We're
song.
still gonna
Are
listen.
the songs still good? I'm still gonna listen. Like, I don't understand. Well, at the end of the day, is she still singing them? And is she still writing them? And
Yeah.
is she still putting them out? Like, what? Oh, okay. So the industry planted her, but the industry's not planting us.
Right. And would you not say that anybody with a record label is an industry plant? They got signed to a label by the industry. I mean,
Oh, people are
it's
so
very
annoying.
it's stupid is what it is. Like this is what these are the people who are going to be working in the industry. And it's just
Yeah.
my God, you guys are
Yeah.
so stupid. You're dumb.
Yeah, it's very silly. It is very, very silly.
It's so silly.
It's silly, and it's very much giving disconnected from reality. Like it just, or like in can you enjoy? Have
Just enjoy
it's it's
it.
this thing of like I'm telling you, it's the problem of fandoms where it's like Taylor Swift is number one, and I cannot possibly enjoy another pop girl because that takes away my listens from Taylor Swift. And I'm not, I want to be clear, I'm not saying this is a Swiftie thing. I'm using Taylor Swift because she's the biggest pop star right now. But this is happening in all the fandoms where it's like if I support anybody else, then I'm not supporting my person. I think of like when Spotify Wrapped drops
Mhm.
and the girlies feel very proud of themselves when it's like
Mhm.
all Taylor Swift, all Ariana Grande, all
Mhm.
BTS. Okay, now
Mhm.
you're boring. So now what?
Mhm.
Okay, thank you for
Mhm.
showing us you're boring.
Mhm.
That's insane to me.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. My God. Get a life, losers, losers.
I didn't say, I didn't say all that, Swifties. I didn't say all that.
I said
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Um, Next up on the pop culture pop up, Armie Hammer.
Ooh.
I don't know if anybody's heard, but it's 11/11. Make a wish. Armie Hammer has been he did a podcast. No, he didn't do podcast. He did an interview with Pierce Morgan. And basically, oh, I thought I had captured the whole clip or the whole quote. Oh, it's still here. It's still here. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Oh, it left me. God, I fucking hate Twitter sometimes. Oh, there we go. Okay. He said this. Army Hammer addresses cannibalism allegations and text leaks in interview with Pierce Morgan, saying, quote, "This was a very intense affair, very sexually charged between two people. Different people have different sexual fantasies, but I don't think that's any different than when someone looks at a baby and goes, 'Oh my God, look at those cute little fat legs. I just want to eat you up.'" End quote. He also said in the interview, this isn't, I'm not quoting this, but I saw the clip where he basically was talking about how he would use a knife on this partner, and Pierce Morgan called it branding, and Pierce and Army Hammer was saying, no, it's not branding. But he was literally using a knife to carve his initials into his partner's body. Julie.
I might have an unpopular opinion here.
Okay.
I think it's very clear that Armie Hammer is into some shit.
Uh-huh.
And apparently he's hasn't learned how to tell a lie because I just be like, no, I didn't carve in my initial. Like, what the fuck, Armie?
Yeah.
But also, I've been to the depths of the internet.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Knife play is a thing.
Uh-huh.
It's a thing. It's a
Mm-hmm.
thing. And you know, over here at Yumi and She's My, we don't like to yuck anybody's yum.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's into their thing. We're not going to kink shame. Knife play is a real thing that consensual adults can do with each other.
Uh-huh.
Consenting adults, being the key word, can do whatever the fuck they want.
Mm-hmm.
People get all horned up, their hormones are fucking skyrocketing, and they say some weird shit when they're turned on. I've been on the receiving end of some weird shit when a guy is like just ready to bone. And
Mm-hmm.
not no one's ever wanted to eat me, but men are trying to pee on me. Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
And they mean it. They
Mm-hmm.
mean it from the
Uh-huh.
depths of their soul.
Uh-huh.
Who am I to say what turns you on is weird? I do, knife play, honestly, to me, doesn't it's whatever. Maybe I've read too many books. That's not weird to me. If
Uh-huh.
you are discussing two consenting adults, and I think what's getting lost here is that there were some strong allegations against Armie Hammer about abuse
Mm-hmm.
and manipulation
Mm-hmm.
and psychological stuff that he was doing with women that he was dating. Like there's a lot of other allegations that I feel like everyone's like cannibalism. Also, I find it very telling that like Armie Hammer refuse like I think he's once said I'm not a cannibal, but like doesn't and the way he answered it too was like being a cannibal would mean that I would have to have eaten somebody. Like, so did you bite them? Like I don't what why not just say I've never been, you know what I mean? Do I think Army is into some weird shit.
100%.
Some weird and weird is not offensive.
No.
Weird, I just mean different,
Kinky
okay?
shit. Some kinky shit.
Some kinky fucking shit.
Yeah.
And if he is doing it with a consenting adult, more power to him.
Yeah.
Good for you. It is when he is coercing and manipulating these women into having these kinds of relationships with him that are the problem. And if Army tried a little bit harder, he'd probably find tons of women willing to consent to these behavior because women and men are both into knife play and all of this interestingly weird stuff.
Kinky stuff.
Kinky shit. Whatever. You go and do what you want to do.
Yeah.
I just find it very interesting that an actor
Uh-huh.
has not learned how to lie
Uh-huh.
at his big age.
Yeah.
I mean, just say no, bitch. No, I've never done that.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Why you gotta be weird about it? Like, his answers are weird. His cadence is weird when he's talking about it. Like, I don't know, friend. You keep telling me you're not a cannibal, but the way you're answering these questions, I feel like you're a cannibal. Like, and it's all fun and games, but again, there were some actual allegations against this man in terms of his manipulation that everyone is just like powering through because of the cannibal stuff, because that's really the like clickbait that everyone wants to discuss. And I think that that's really silly because people say, I mean, guys, maybe I'm warped in the brain because I've read and seen too much shit, but like people say weird ass shit when they're turned on, and weird shit does turn people on. Like, and whatever.
Yeah.
Shit literally turns people on. Like,
Yeah.
guys, people are weird. The humans are weird.
Did you ever watch Two Girls in a Cup?
I'm getting flashbacks.
That might have been my like junior year of high school, maybe senior year of high school.
Shit, that was
Wow.
wild.
Yeah.
That was wild. That's like
Wow.
the first viral video experience.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
And that was fucking word of mouth. That was before
Well, I mean,
things
I
could
think the
really
internet
go.
was around. The internet
I
was
mean, it was
around.
around, obviously, it was on the internet, but
Yeah.
it wasn't like people weren't on the internet as insanely
Yeah,
as they
yeah,
are
yeah.
now
Yeah.
because I heard about it word of mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Wild. And who, I mean, I should go back and be like, who brought this up here? How did you find out about it? You know what I mean?
Why did we never ask that?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that video was wild.
Um, I think that there's an interesting thing that is happening with Armie Hammer in the sense that I agree. There's one thing to be into really kinky shit,
Hmm.
and there's plenty of people who will match your freak, if I will.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, but who, but I I think but the serious allegations is really what the problem is. And I'm not surprised that somebody like Armie Hammer, who grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth, is it silver or is it gold? Which one is more? A gold spoon in his mouth?
silver.
Silver
I
spoon in
think
his
the
mouth.
saying is silver spoon.
Um, like why he wouldn't be weird and crazy, not in the kinky way, but in the sense of like the manipulation and all that type of stuff, because it
Yeah,
just seems like he is a product of his surroundings and his
yeah,
and the way, like yeah, he wants what he wants, and if he doesn't get it, he's going to be a little bitch about it. And that's where the manipulation and the control and the power goes into play, and where he becomes a person that he shouldn't be, separate from the kinky things that he is into.
yeah.
I am surprised that Armie Hammer is doing interviews and talking to Pierce Morgan about this. I'm assuming he must not want I don't a career back, or maybe he's looking to parlay into a different career. Um, but I don't know. It's very interesting that he's out and about talking about this after so many years. You know the Hammer
I mean,
Museum in LA?
no.
That's his family.
I
Um,
mean, yeah, I know that he comes from a family of a
mhm,
bunch of little weirdos.
The
I'll say.
I mean Arm and Hammer, right? Like
I don't
basically.
know
Oh, okay.
details. I don't know details, but um, I mean, yeah, I do think he wants. I think he saw that the white privilege didn't do as much as he was hoping.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's surprised that he got so canceled. And I do think he wants his career back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's helping himself any. I think maybe
Mm-hmm.
some media training is in place. I think maybe stop being so genuine and honest and authentic with your answers.
Mm-hmm.
Um, not to say that I think he's being like this honest, this is who I am guy, by the way. I think he's still completely playing everyone because I do think that there is some truth to the allegations of abuse and manipulation. And I think now he's just trying to do that with the audience. Um, and he may be trying to sell himself as like, I'm just kinky, you know?
Uh-huh.
Maybe that's why he's not fully lying.
Right. Right. Sorry,
Yeah.
Arm and Hammer is not the heir to Arm and Hammer, but they're rich somehow. I know somebody was like, "You're so fucking stupid." I just want to correct myself before I somebody comments on me. Um. Anyways, listen, I don't think that Army Hammer is at any loss for trying to
Yeah.
find somebody who wants to do something kinky with him. I
No.
think the line is probably even longer.
1000%. Now that they know, oh God,
hmm
forget about it.
There's
Open up your Instagram again.
and now he has nothing but time. So
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
all right, Army, come on the pod. We would
We would
interview you
love to
here.
discuss this topic. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Okay. Next up on the pop culture pop up, Pink Pantheress, I believe is how you say it.
Yeah.
Um. She was recently in an interview. I don't know with who. Uh, I don't know who that interview was with. I'm trying to see if it'll pop up quickly, but it won't. Anyways, she basically said, I don't listen to albums. She's like, you want me to do what? Why?
Yeah.
That's stupid. I don't make albums.
Yeah.
Julie.
I feel very passionate about this topic, as you guys know. Also, I have been calling her pink parentheses this entire time, so I apologize to her. The exact quote is, "That's why when it came to my own album, I was like, do people care about track listing? Yes, bitch.
Track listing. Uh-huh.
Yes, we do care about track listing." And even the interviewer was like, "Yeah, yeah, people care about it." Like, what? Here's the thing.
Is she oh sorry, I just want to say she had gotten some critique on her like previous album or first album where people were like, it's great, but it doesn't make sense. Like the
Yeah.
track listings and stuff. Yeah.
I think, I think, I think if you are just good at making music and you can put it out and that's your thing, you're good at making music, good for you. That's not an artist that I'm into. I want my artists to give a fuck about the music, to like live, breathe, exist in the music that they're making. I want them to be fans of music. I want them to love music as much as I love music. Um, People that are just good at it and putting things out with zero thought, true thought behind it, I'm not interested in that kind of music. It kind of just like, not that it sounds like it, but it kind of just makes me feel like AI generated music. Does this mean anything? Does this matter? You could AI generate a Miley Cyrus song, and I'd be like, no, maybe it's catchy, but like, I'm not going to listen to it. I need some heart and soul behind the music that I listen to. Um, I find this disheartening because I do think, though the interviewer and I agree that yes, track listing does matter, and a lot of people do agree, I do think that the general public doesn't. And I think that's why the music industry is the way that it is, and why TikTok is the way that you get music famous now, and why people drop 500 singles before they drop their album. It's the reason why I mean, it's because our attention spans are so short now. I think it's sad. I think that artists that think about their entire album as a project are rare and far between and gems. Um, and I wish there was more of that. And I hold on to those artists and I hope that they never stop making music because I think that's so special to still consider the art form of an album. Because I think the music industry, I won't even say that this is an artist's fault, but I think the music industry as a whole really pushes singles and the moment and the sound, the TikTok sound that's going to go off and the TikTok sound that's going to create the dance that will go viral, that will get in everyone's head. They care about those 15 seconds of a song. They don't care about the entire story arc of an album. And it was sad to see that this is the way the industry felt about it. And I feel like it's even sadder to see that now the artists are thinking like this. So now we're getting music by artists that don't really care about their projects. They're just putting together some stuff because they're good at it. And I mean, to be fair, I have listened to zero pink I want to call her parentheses songs. I've listened to zero of them, so I don't know what her sounds like. But now there's no curiosity for me of about it because that's not the kind of artist that I like, and that's not the kind of music that I want to listen to. To know that there was very little thought put into the process doesn't interest me at all. But yeah, it's depressing. It's depressing that now the industry mindset is leaking into the artists. And I think that's, I don't know, I don't know, is she Gen Z? Maybe a Gen Z thing where it's like Gen Z very much has this like very carefree vibe about everything or careless vibe sometimes about everything. And it's like uh, their thing. It's like their funny thing of like, whatever, nothing matters, which is fine, but I care about my music.
It's interesting because I feel like she doesn't have anything to say, but yet is making a statement about
Yeah.
something. But like when I think about her artistry and her music, I'm like, oh well, what are you what are you doing with it? And I understand that you don't always have to have a message. You could just have fun.
Yeah.
But even with having fun, what is the message? Like to
Yeah.
me, everything is political, right? Like
Mm,
everything. Everything that we do is political. And
mhm,
so I think the way in which we live our lives, the way in which live we live our lives by what is dictated to us is very much so political. When you go to work, it's political. When you
mhm.
um everything. And so I just think that when you're making art, there should be there it's inherently there is a message in it.
Mhm.
Um and so I find it interesting that maybe oh sorry, I need to stop playing with my mic. Um Inherently she is like not say I don't know, it's very weird to me because like I don't really understand what's happening in her mind.
Yeah.
Um but like do you not want to say something with your art? I don't know. It's very confusing to me.
I think
Um
she doesn't. I think that's the point that she's like, I'm good at this and I make catchy music.
right, which leads me to believe that well she is I mean she's only 23 years old. But which leads
Yeah.
me to believe that there really hasn't been a lot of life lived because there really isn't anything to say. Because if
Right.
she wanted to say something,
Yeah.
she would say it in her art, I would say. but maybe hasn't gained the confidence, or maybe hasn't really been um uh um trained isn't the right word. Taught, I don't think is the right word. Supported maybe by her, by whoever is putting out her music, to really kind of feel emboldened and righteous to attach a message to her music,
Right.
which I think is a shame, because I'm sure that this young lady has a lot to say, and experiencing a lot in this music industry. I can't
Yeah.
believe that there isn't instances of misogyny and sexism and empowerment at the same time in the life that she's living right now. So, and who knows, maybe she is finding ways to do that in her music and doesn't feel the need to create a specific project around it. But I think that is
Yeah.
very interesting. Um, and yeah, I mean, the music industry is just doing whatever they think is going to sell the most music. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, that is getting it on TikTok and
Yeah.
having a 30-second clip
Go
being
viral.
big.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very, maybe we should start making music.
Okay.
Would you join me in a band? Would the you and me, and like we did like a, I mean
What would I
obviously,
have to do?
well, I mean this is if we had talent, but like,
Oh, okay. So
you know,
no.
wait, what? Just
I
saying, if
mean,
we had talent, could we do like
if
a
we had
thing?
talent, I would do a thing.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we should do it.
Well, we don't have talent.
Every,
So,
everybody has talent, Julie.
okay. Yeah, let's
Okay,
give it a
look
shot.
out for our album.
That we will be thinking so much about, and that track listing will be on fucking point. You best believe it.
The album is called Boredom. Next up on the
Mm,
pop culture pop up, Amy Adams. Amy Adams is
yeah.
going to be in a new movie, and they
Yeah.
released a trailer, and that new movie is called Night Bitch. I haven't watched the trailer, but Julie, you are giddy about talking about this. So,
I watched no trailer, but
oh,
just the premise of this movie.
oh, there's no trailer.
No, it was the first look, it was pictures.
Oh,
Um,
sorry.
there's just a couple pictures. It's okay. So just the premise, here it goes. It's about a mom
Uh-huh.
who is convinced
Uh-huh.
she's becoming a dog.
Uh-huh. That's the whole thing?
That's it. That's it. So apparently, everyone, this is based on a book, which I had no idea.
Uh-huh.
And okay, so I hear premise. I think that's silly. That's so fucking
Uh-huh.
silly. I posted a TikTok about it. All the comments are like, you have to read the book. The book is amazing. So now
Uh,
I'm super fucking intrigued. I will be reading the
uh-huh.
book,
Uh-huh.
but let's be serious with each other. Can we?
Please.
Amy Adams is in her flop era.
Oh my God. Wait, could some argue that she's always been in her flop era
How
because she's
dare
never
you?
won an Oscar?
Okay, but no. She has put in the
Okay.
work and she has released great works of art.
Okay. I take it back. I take
You
it back.
you don't you better fix your mouth to say the right things about Miss Amy Adams.
Okay. I'm
Arrival,
sorry.
Nocturnal Animals, Enchanted. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay. My
Sorry.
apologies. My
Okay,
apologies.
I'll accept the apology. Um, I'm gonna read the book. I'm gonna see what the fuck is it's about because I hear a mom convinced she's gonna turn into a dog. I think, what? What? This sounds
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
This sounds like add it to the Hillbilly movie. This is gonna be that bad. Um, but we're gonna read the book and hopefully feel a little bit better. I'm really hoping that Amy Adams has a comeback soon because I do think that the world is, I mean, people love Amy Adams, but I do think that audiences can be very cruel in terms of like how many bad movies they accept from somebody before they stop showing up for them.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's very true. Somebody give Amy Adams her Oscar, please.
please. Thank you.
Please. Put us all out of our misery.
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence has it, so if you could go to her house and grab it, that'd be great.
Which well, Jennifer Lawrence has only won once, right?
She won twice, bitch.
Best actress or best supporting and best actress?
I think she's won both.
Interesting. And was Amy Adams in both time was up both times? Just one.
I think she was up for both times.
Wow. She must hate her. My God.
Uh,
Amy, come on the pod.
Amy, come
Would
on the
love to
pod.
talk about the dog.
Let's talk about the dog, Amy.
Would love to talk about the dog. Okay. Well, speaking of awards,
Mm.
the Emmy nominations were released this week or were
Okay, transition.
announced. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. We have a Shogun. Have you seen Shogun?
It's on my list. It's on my list, everybody.
It's on
Everyone
the
calm down.
list.
It's on the
It's
list.
it's on the list. Okay. One quick thing before we continue talking about the Emmys. There's listen,
Tell me.
listen. There's too many fucking ads on these damn websites.
Mm.
I can't read through them because there's fucking videos trying to play the whole fucking
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah.
We get it. You're
Yeah.
poor. Okay. I don't figure out a different way because
Yeah.
we can't be trying. I'm running Zoom. I'm running this. I'm running that. My computer's a couple years old. I'm trying to read the article on your fucking page, but I can't because
Yeah.
there's so many fucking ads
Yeah.
that are videos. Oh my God.
So sorry that you went through that.
Thank you. And it doesn't let me scroll. It doesn't let me really do anything. And then the website that does work, I have to pay for. It doesn't show it to me. My
I'm
goodness.
sorry.
I mean, it just where bring back the newspapers. And how hard is it to find just one fucking HTML website that has just the full list of nominations? This is so crazy.
I agree.
This is so crazy. Um, okay. How can I see this? Okay, here we go. See, and then it just is it just is it just is not good. Okay, we're gonna do that. I'll edit this out here. Um, okay, so we have a couple of nominations here. We have Outstanding Comedy Series, Abbott Elementary, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Hacks, Only Murders in the Building, Palm Royale, Reservation Dogs, The Bear, and What We Do in the Shadows. Quick, Julie, which one is winning? Which one should win according to Julie?
The bear.
It's not a comedy, but that's fine. Um,
Have you seen it?
yes, I have.
This last season was a comedy.
Outstanding lead actor in a comedy series. Matt Berry, What We Do in the Shadows. Larry David, Curb Your Enthusiasm. Steve Martin, Only Murders in the Building. Martin Short, Only Murders in the Building. Jeremy Allen White, The Bear. DeFaro Woon Ata, Reservation Dogs. Who's winning? The
I do
Jeremy
think
Allen White.
I think Jeremy Allen White is gonna win. Comedy, I feel like Martin Short should win.
I love Martin Short.
He's
So
so fucking
good.
funny.
But lead actress in a comedy, Quinta Brunson, Abbott Elementary, Ayo Edebiri, The Bear, Selena Gomez, Only Murders in the Building, Maya Rudolph, Loot, Jean Smart, Hacks, Kristen Wiig, Palm Royale. Who are you picking?
Quinta.
Quinta. I would love Quinta to win. I'd also love to see Jean Smart win. I think she deserves it. Do you watch Hacks?
I saw like a couple of episodes. I haven't finished it. I do think
Oh, you're not a
I don't know
Hacks
if you
girly.
not yet. I'm gonna go back to it.
Interesting.
I do think that I don't know how you feel about this. That maybe there should be a limit of how many times someone can win in a row so that some other people can win.
Who are you
You know
talking
what I
about?
mean? Like Abbott Elementary is going to be great every single time.
Uh-huh.
So is Quinta gonna win every single year?
Well, she's only won once for acting.
I know, but I'm saying like those groups, like the Bear and Abbott, seem to be like winners every single year, and it feels like there's so many good shows.
Well, you know why?
Tell me.
Because the television academy people who are actually voting don't actually watch all of these shows, so they
I
just
mean,
pick
it's
the
the
ones that
same
they
with the
think.
Oscars.
Yeah, it's the same
Yeah,
thing. I mean, they just pick the ones they think that should be there.
right.
um Drama, Three Body Problem, never heard of it. What is that?
I haven't heard of that either.
Fallout, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Shogun, Slow Horses, never heard of Slow Horses either. The Crown, The Gilded Age, and The Morning Show.
Oh, the
Which one are
Golden
you
Age is
picking?
so good. Um, I forgot. Which one? Tell me the first
Three
three.
Body Problem, Fallout, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Shogun, Slow Horses, The Crown, The Gilded Age, The
Shogun.
Morning Show. But you haven't even
I
seen it
haven't
yet.
seen it. No, no,
But
no.
you're
But I
that
mean,
sure.
the way
You think you're
the
gonna like it.
way everyone's describing it, it feels like a hit.
Okay. I really want to watch the new Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and I want to watch Fallout. I'm
It's
not a video.
good.
Oh, oh, don't yell at me.
I'm so sorry.
she
It's
she
good.
literally leaped into her
Because
camera
I was shocked that it was
at
good.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith. You were
Because I
shocked.
don't like Donald Glover.
Why don't you like Donald Glover?
There's something about him.
He has a new song on his album called Yoshinoya, and I've never felt more seen in my entire life.
Interesting.
You don't like Yoshinoya?
I I don't know what that is.
Oh my God. You grew up in Southern California? Wow.
What is that?
Yoshinoya is a Japanese kitchen restaurant.
Oh, I do know what that is. I don't think I've ever eaten there, to be honest.
Okay, don't. You're not gonna like it.
Okay.
Okay. I want to watch Fallout. I want to watch Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I might give Shogun a try, but if it's too slow and boring, I might not do it.
Okay.
I've been trying to watch The Gilded Age, but I haven't been able to.
Oh, that one's good too.
I know.
Gilded Age is good.
I just it's hard for me to watch TV sometimes. Host of a reality or reality competition program. Now, here's my category.
Okay.
RuPaul's Drag Race, Alan Cumming, The Traitors, Kristen Kish, Top Chef, Jeff Probst, Survivor,
Hey, Jeffy.
and the Shark Tank Sharks, because I'm not going to name all of them. Okay, here's my thing. I think
Okay.
Jeff Probst deserves to win at least one time. Let's give the
He's
man an
never
award.
won?
I don't think so. Not for host. I could be wrong, but I don't think he has. But let's give him an award. Kristen Kish, incredible that she's getting nominated in her first season. Honestly, I think deservedly so because um she had big shoes to fill for Padma, and I think she did a great job. RuPaul Charles, he's won every single one for the past, I don't know, 10 years.
Oh.
Who should win? Alan Cumming, The Traitors. I have never seen hosting like Alan Cumming
I hear
hosting
that.
Traitors. It is
Yeah.
spectacular. Unstructured reality program. Below Deck, Down Under, Love on the Spectrum, Untucked, RuPaul's Drag Race, Vanderpump Rules, Welcome to Wrexham. I don't know what Welcome to Wrexham is. I'm going to vote for Vanderpump Rules. Julie, you probably have never watched any of those things.
No.
Okay. Reality competition program. RuPaul's Drag Race, The Amazing Race, Traitors, The Voice, Top Chef. Why is The Voice still getting nominated? You're
People
a voice
love The
girly. Yeah, I
Voice.
forgot that you're a voice girly.
People love, I mean, I
Same
haven't seen
thing.
since Kelly left.
Same thing for The Amazing Race. We're still nominating The Amazing Race. Interesting. Interesting. Um, hold on one second here. Uh, um, why can I not see? Uh, um, I would love to see Top Chef win, only because I don't think they've ever won.
Okay.
Wow, they have, look at this, the game show. Are you a game show girly?
I don't think I've ever seen a game show.
Shut up.
I'm just kidding. I used to watch, what was that one? The tic-tac-toe one?
Tic tac toe.
Hollywood Squares.
Hollywood Squares.
I
When Whoopi Goldberg
loved
was
that
on it.
shit. Oh, back in the day. I think Rosie O'Donnell was on it a couple of times. I don't know. It was a
Well, Whoopi
blast to
was the
watch.
center star. Celebrity Family Feud, Jeopardy, Password, The Price is Right, The Wheel of Fortune. There's so much to watch. My
You
goodness.
could, yeah.
Talk series. Jimmy Kimmel, Late Night with Seth Meyers, The Daily Show, and The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. We should wait. What about Watch What Happens Live? Hmm? What about
Hmm.
that? What
What
about
about
that?
women?
What about women?
What
What
about
about
women?
women? What
Weird.
about women? What about women? Anyways, Julie, I know you won't be watching, but
I'll probably watch. I'll probably
okay,
watch.
okay, they're gonna be on September 15th,
Okay.
Sunday, September 15th, the Emmys.
I love it.
Um, that's gonna do it for the Pop Culture Pop Up. We'll be back next week with more pop culture. Chisme. Julie, speaking of the Emmys, I heard you have a Latinx spotlight.
Speaking of the Emmys, I do have a Latinx spotlight. I have a Latinx spotlight in terms of nominees. We are kicking ass this year. Liza Colon Zayas is from The Bear, and she earns her first Emmy nomination. She plays Tina. Her episode of The Bear was gut-wrenching. It was so good. Her and John Bernthal played so beautifully opposite of each other. It was so good. Isa Lopez, director of Tigers Are Not Afraid, which is a movie I've talked about on here. She is nominated as triple nominated for directing, writing, and producing the fourth season of True Detective. If you have not seen it, I agree. I saw a new season of True Detective. They disappointed me so bad last time. I'm not going to watch. One of the best seasons of television that I have seen. It was so well done, and it highlights a bunch of indigenous talent and indigenous stories. You need to go and see the latest season. It's on HBO Max. Sofia Vergara, the Queen of Colombia, some may say, is the first Latina to be nominated for lead actress in a limited series for her role as Griselda in the Netflix series. So good. I watched the entire series. I know that there's this conversation about like, Latinos being represented only when it comes to like drug cartels and stories about maids and like our stereotypes, and that can be frustrating. But you know what? The more that I think about it, the more I'm like, I don't really mind that when it's like, okay, but if you guys were to expand into these other shows that I've been telling you about, you would see that there are Latinos playing all kinds of roles and being highlighted in all kinds of ways, but y'all refuse to watch it. Is it Netflix's fault that you continue to tune in to all of their shows about drug cartels and that you don't tune into one day at a time? Hello? We get Latinos in all kinds of ways, not as much as we would like, obviously. I'm not here to praise Netflix for anything. But, and last but not least, something that I did not know and I just found out from Baby Reindeer, Nava Mao, who is the transgender actress on that show, is also nominated. She is the first trans Latina to be nominated for Best Supporting Actress in a limited series for her role as Terry in Baby Reindeer. She did a phenomenal job. Mexican woman. That is a Mexican gorgeous woman that we're looking at. I had no idea that she was a Mexican woman, and here we are celebrating her. Great representation for the Emmys. All women representing the Emmys. I am 1000% on board. And when we say, we're not being represented and there aren't roles and we don't have shows to watch, you guys just don't listen to me. If you listen to me, you would have shows to watch. I've talked about shows, and then what do they get? Canceled. Why? Because y'all aren't watching it. And I am in the know about all of these little obscure shows that are showing proper representation. I told you about Primo, and it's what? Oh, it's canceled now? Interesting. Anyway, congratulations to the Emmy nominees. I am very proud to be Latina. Okay, bye.
Listen to the words that come out of Julie's mouth.
For once.
Listen. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, time for some azúcar. I will go first. It's officially summer. And how do I know that? Because Big Brother is back, baby. Big Brother is back. Talk about Emmy nominations. Where's that one? Okay.
Right, right.
Big Brother is back. It's on, I think, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Sundays, or Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. I forget what we're doing this year, but I watched the first two episodes where they introduced the cast. It feels promising to me. There's something in the air this year where I feel like it's gonna be good.
Okay.
I feel it. Now, let me tell you something. CBS casting notoriously horrible because Love Island used to be on CBS, and now that it's on Peacock, it's way better. But
Mm.
I have high hopes for this summer, and I've already heard that somebody's already losing their mind and going crazy. So it's very cute.
I love that.
Okay, so I'm excited. Yes, Big Brother, you can watch it on Paramount Plus. I've watched every season of Big Brother since the first one. I think we're on
Amazing.
season 26 or something. I don't
Shit,
know.
I love that.
Isn't that crazy?
I love that for you.
26 years of my life. I watched the
That's
first
wild.
season where it wasn't the same type of game.
Uh,
Um Anyways, I did see on Twitter the other day somebody made a graphic of the zodiac signs of all the winners. There's been two Pisces winners. There's
hmm.
never been an Aries winner, interestingly enough. I think the most was Capricorn with four.
Would you ever
Um,
go on Big Brother?
oh my God, Julie, thank you for asking. I would, I just had this thought yesterday as I was watching it. I would love nothing more than to play the game. But I do not want to be on television like that.
Oh my
No.
God, do it.
No, I would not. I could absolutely would not. I would not put myself on television like that. No,
I feel like
no.
you would be an instant hit.
Well, I think so too. But
How
and
fun would that
I
be?
probably would also win the game, I think. But
1000%.
yeah, but no, I'm not going to live 24 hours on camera where everybody can see everything your
For
entire like
like
no.
weeks, though.
3 months. No.
3 months.
No, I'm
For
not
what's the
gonna do that.
prize?
750,000 or
Bitch.
700,000. No.
Put a camera here right now. I'd fucking do it.
No,
1000%.
I don't I would no, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
Interesting.
But I would it is a game that I would like to play. Yeah.
Everyone write in and convince Adrian to audition
There's
for Big
nothing that could
Brother.
convince me to do it.
Would you audition just to see if you'd get it? And then you could
Mm,
say no.
it sounds like a lot of work, I think, but maybe.
What
Maybe.
if you just auditioned?
Yeah, I mean, people audition so many times to get on.
Sure. What
I
if you
don't
audition
know.
this next time?
I don't know. I don't think
And
so.
we could document the process and you could say no. No one's going to force you to do it. What are we going to do? Put a gun to your head? Kidnap you? Take you to the premises? No. Jaime, let's look into that. No. Um, what if you just auditioned? Just for
Mm,
fun, just for the plot.
no.
Oh, interesting. Jaime, can we work on that on the side?
Would
If
you
you could
ever
talk
go on
to
it?
I wouldn't know how to play the game, but you know what?
I
I've
could
done
teach
less
you.
chaotic stuff. So yeah, I'd
I'm
go
not
on
a
it.
cha- I don't I'm not I don't feel like I'm a chaotic person.
I think that that's why you would win, though.
I yeah, no, I agree, but
I'd get voted off immediately. Be
no, I
like,
think
this
you
bitch
would.
is too
I think
crazy.
you would. You probably actually would become a floater, honestly.
Probably. Probably. That's, I mean, I mean, for one, I mean, Survivor, maybe a little bit of the same human aspect of it. Um, yeah, I watch Survivor all the time and I'm like, they'd catch me up so quickly.
I would
I'd
go
be
on a
lying to everybody.
I would go on a show where it's not 24 hours
A
cameras on
Survivor?
you. I wouldn't go on Survivor though. I wouldn't survive. I would Do you see what they make those people do? First of all, I don't know how to swim, so we'd have to go to a landlocked season, which I don't know if they still do anymore.
Okay,
Uh
but we could learn how to swim together
no.
in the preparation for you.
No, but I still wouldn't be a strong
Oh
enough
my
swimmer.
God.
Do you watch the show? Wait, you don't watch the challenges, so never mind.
No, I watched some of the talent. I saw when that one girl almost drowned. I seen it. I seen it. Um, yeah, whatever. So you drown. I'm just kidding.
I would go drown. Excuse you. First of all, no, they wouldn't let me drown. Okay.
Exactly. Okay, you just proved my point.
But no, I would not. I would not. If the
Oh,
challenges were easier, I would maybe go on it. But no, I would like to go on something like the Kardashians, where we're sitting on the
okay.
couch, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not I'm not I'm not gonna go on Big Brother. You know what we could do?
Tell me.
The Amazing Race.
Race?
You know what else we could, but you know what we should do? We should try to go on a game show or something. You don't like, see, what do you want
What?
to go on?
I want you to go on something.
No, I don't, but you want me to put myself through torture.
Torture?
No.
It's a little extreme. Okay,
Anyways,
but what if you audition just for the plot, though? You don't actually have to do it. You just
no,
audition.
because once they're like, "Oh yeah, come on the show," then I would really be like, "Oh my God, I have to go on the show." And I don't want to be on the show.
Oh,
I don't want to be on the show. I don't want to be on the show. I
okay.
don't.
Could you imagine winning, though?
Sure.
Adriana,
I'm
dude,
not gonna go on the show. There's first of all, it would take me years to get on the show first.
how do you
Second, I
know?
just know, I know how these things work. Second, I'm not going to live my life like that. I'm not gonna live 3 months of my life on camera. Do you know what they write about these people on the internet?
Sure, but then they forget about them after the
No, I'm
season's
not.
over.
No, I'm not gonna do it. And I would
Well,
like for
you've
you to share
just
your asuka.
disappointed everybody listening.
Nobody's disappointed because nobody watches Big
Everyone's
Brother.
someone just deleted their Adrian at Big Brother fan account.
No.
So that's sad for them.
Listen, if you start a campaign with enough people to convince me, I'll apply, but that's not going to happen either.
Oh,
So,
bitch. Oh, bitch. You just had to say the word. You just had to say the
okay.
word. Okay, Angie?
Angie. Okay. Like I'm going to listen to Angie.
Angie, you just pushed her flabbergasted button, is what you just did.
Angie wouldn't be able to find Big Brother on the TV. She doesn't watch those things.
Okay, I beg to differ. I don't know if she watches it. I don't know if she knows what it is, but if it's about convincing you to do something, you best believe she's going to get on it.
What if Angie and I went on the Amazing Race?
Honestly, I could see that. You would totally win with Angie by your side.
She might be too mean to me.
1000%, but that makes for good television.
Yeah. Um anyways.
My Asuka this week. Guys, people that I love, I would love for us to get together off mic, obviously, and discuss this further. So you guys know who you are. Reach out to me. Thank you. My Asuka this week. As much as Big Brother is back, I'm here to tell you that cinema is back.
Oh, cinema.
Cinema is back. Movies, blockbusters are back. Two things. I watched Long Legs. You like weird? You like creepy? You like being up at night because the face of Nicolas Cage keeps you up at night? Long Legs is for you. I loved it. Loved it. Is it scary? No, but I think I've seen too much. So honestly, to a normal human, probably. Also, unfortunately, I caught the twist at the end way before it happened. So when we got a revelation, I was underwhelmed, which is disappointing, but that's really my overthinking brain and nobody else's fault because a lot of people didn't see it coming. So, Longlegs, great performances all around. Blair, what's his name? Underwood?
I've never heard of this movie before.
What? You don't get all the ads? I've been getting nothing but ads. Long legs. I think his name is Blair Underwood. I'm so sorry. One moment. One second. I'm getting to it. Oh, I'm so good. I'm so smart. I'm intelligent. Blair Underwood is really phenomenal in this. I really root for black men in horror movies or like thriller movies being the heroes of the thing. And not to say, I want to be clear, I don't want to spoil anything, but not to say that he is the hero of it, but he is the driving force of getting this case solved. And I think it's phenomenal to see black men in these kinds of roles because often they're like the perpetrator, which is unfortunate. On the other side of the cinema world, I saw Twisters and bitch. About 30 minutes in, I literally turned to Angie and I said, I'm having the time of my life. It was so fucking fun, dude. We saw it on IMAX.
Uh-huh.
Time of my motherfucking life. Cheesing the entire time. A movie, if I've ever
Uh-huh.
seen one. A disaster movie for the ages. It was Glenn Powell. I've never looked at this man in anything else and said, that is a man. And in this, I said, that is a man.
Okay.
The romantic lead was oozing out of him, and you're thinking, Twisters, romance? That's weird. No, no, no. The chemistry was chemistry in. It was
Okay.
there. It was thriving. A phenomenal movie. I really want you guys to go and see it because it's so fucking good.
Okay.
Twisters, amazing.
Wow.
Long Legs, amazing. Long Legs, quieter, slow burn, takes a minute, very eerie, crawls into your skin. Twisters, from the minute it starts, it's go, go, go. It was so good. Daisy Edgar Jones, phenomenal. Glenn Powell does not have chemistry with anyone, and I think with everyone, and I think that's clear when he interacted with Sydney Sweeney, and that's unfortunate. But with Daisy Edgar Jones, he 1000% has chemistry. So phenomenal movies.
I don't. Glenn Powell doesn't really do it for me, but I do want to watch Twisters. I also am obsessed with the fact that it's called Twisters.
What agreed? And I agree on the Glenn Powell thing. And you're gonna watch him, and he's gonna be in that white t-shirt with a cowboy hat on, and you're gonna see him differently because it happened to me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. I believe it. Somebody take me to go watch Twisters.
so good.
Where do you and Angie go watch movies now that you live far away?
I went to Torrance. I still went. We went
Okay.
to Del Amo.
Okay. Good
Yeah.
show. Traveling.
Okay, driver.
Okay. Well, that's gonna do it for the pop culture. Or no, the pop culture pop up ended 10 minutes ago. That's gonna do it for us. We've reached the end of
Yes,
the episode.
we got there.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Make sure that you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter at Yumi and Chisme. Make sure you visit yumiandchisme.com. Make sure you send us fan mail. Make sure you can voice memo it, you can write it, you can do whatever, send a pigeon, doesn't matter. We'll take your fan mail. And most importantly, rate, review, subscribe, and share this podcast with somebody. Sharing is care.
Yes, yes,
And if you do all that, we'll be back next week with more Chisme. But until then, make sure you have lots of love, lots of peace, and most importantly, lots of Chisme in your life. Bye.
bye.